Crazy Chef, big vibe. Ah,
Rule number one, don't trust a skin chef, right? And as I said, when I'm on a diet, I make the best meals. I make the craziest, most delicious meals, right? Today we're making chicken drumsticks and beans, right? Because your boy's on a diet. So the first thing you want to do is wash your chicken. Usually I'd wash the chicken in the sink, but I got this nice bowl I like, so I'm washing the chicken in the bowl, right? What I did, I prepped my drumsticks, so I take the top off, so I can do it like that. Crazy Chef, big vibe. Like, share, and if you like the boy, subscribe. So we're gonna drain them, we're gonna dry them, and then we're gonna season. Let's check it out. Chicken drumsticks, the crazy way. So we wash them, dry them, drain them. Now we're gonna season the chicken. Me, I like to use a little bit of Lari's. Usually I use Lari's. Most of my rubs that I usually make, I like a little Lari's. I like to get under the skin, just to let you know. I use a little Lari's. I like to use a little onion powder, a little garlic powder, and a little bit of paprika. But today I'm going with a little bit of Lari's and a little bit of that Jamaican all-purpose. So a little Jamaican all-purpose in there, and then we're gonna let this sit just for a couple minutes. Then we're gonna brown them first. So we're gonna let it sit for a minute. We're gonna brown it, and then after we brown it, we're gonna make our dish. Crazy. As I always say, when I sear, I like to sear in a nice hot pan, right? But when I fry, I never like my oil to be too hot. So that's perfect. We leave them right there on the side. Hit it with another one. We'll go right around. Just kind of like let them lay on each other. As I said, when I fry, I like my oil to be too hot. I like to have a more medium. I always like to fry on a more medium type heat. Right? And I want to get these, I want to get a nice chard on them, but I don't want it to be too hot. So we'll start it out right there on the side so they sit up. Crazy Chef, big vibe. Big vibe. So listen, while we're frying our chicken, right, what we're gonna start working on is the white bean sauce. And the first thing we wanna start is we wanna start with some butter. Then we wanna add our condiments, right? We add our condiments. That was a good time to start to rotate our chicken and start doing their thing, right? So chicken's frying. We start to make our sauce. Add a little bit of, we're going to add a little bit of that Jamaican all-purpose. Just going to let that. So we're going to let this go for a while, then we're going to add some chicken stock to it. Add a little chicken stock. little chicken stock towards it. And what you want to make sure is you keep turning. You don't want him to burn, but you want him to get nice golden color. Just keep rotating your drumsticks as you go along. Right? We're gonna let this boil for a while. Then we're gonna add our beans. So after this boils for a while, that's when we're gonna add our beans. Some white beans. Like I said, this is a chicken and bean, right? So you need a lot of beans. So we put some rice beans, we put some pigeon peas, some red peas. So some pigeon peas, some white beans, some red peas. We're gonna let that. We're also gonna add some cilantro. We're gonna add the cilantro at the end. At the end, we're gonna add some cilantro, some scallions. Look at that. That looks good. So what we're doing now is we're gonna let this simmer. We're letting our chicken. We're kind of like steaming the chicken. Kind of want to cook it on a sear right now. So our chicken is slowly cooking our sauce, and then we're gonna incorporate both. Crazy Chef, if you haven't liked this video as yet, please like the video. Crazy sauce is like halfway done, starting to catch color, like it's building a vibe, right? So now is the perfect time, right? Remember I said we're gonna slow cook this chicken. So now look at this. Look how you see how this comes out perfect, right? Like a real drumstick. So now is the time when we put the drumsticks in the sauce, right? Because you want them to fall off the bowl. So now you might have to take some sauce out and we'll add it as we go along. Right? So we might have to take some of the sauce out, because what happens is you want to make sure, right? We'll take some of the sauce, we'll add it back to it. Like soon as while it goes down, we'll add this back in there. But we want to put our drumsticks in. It's more important because you want that drumstick to be so tender, falling off the bone, right? You want that drumstick to be so tender and falling off the bone, right? Put one right there. We'll take some more sauce out. More of the sauce out. And we'll add this guy right here. Right? Look at that. As I said, let's shut this off. Shut that off. And we're gonna put this on a simmer, and then we're gonna cover. Ooh. Then we're gonna just let it sit, because as I said, we want it to fall off the bones. That's how you know it's good. Crazy Chef, as always, big vibes.
So as I said, tender, fall off the bone. Let's turn this flame down a little bit too. Right? Tender, nice thick sauce. Look at that. Look at that. So we're gonna let it reduce just a little bit more. See that? Falling off the bone. Right? What I said. Tender, fall off the bone. We're gonna let it reduce just a little bit more. And then we're gonna, consume. As I said, I'm on a diet, so this is actually so I can eat. All protein and fiber. So all's in there. And it's gluten free. That's my thing right now. It's gluten free. Roger that. So tender fall off the bone. I'm gonna give it a minute, then we're good. Bad boy, right? As I said, tender, fall off the bone. It's ready. Now garnish, and then we'll go from there. Crazy Chef, big pot. Coming in, right? So, gonna add a little bit of garnish, a little bit of scallion, a little bit of diced bell peppers, right? Just for color, right? Then we're gonna take a couple of these drumsticks. Look at that. Ooh la la, right? A couple of drumsticks. Take a couple of drumsticks. We're gonna set it. Even though, you know, it's good to have a nice little presentation, right? Oh, you know what I should do? You know what I should do? Some avocados. That's what would go good with this. Some avocado. All right, so this is our dish with the avocados. I could get this thing way more fancy, but you know, as I said, that's my dinner. This is how we're gonna leave it, right?